Welcome to today's video. I don't know why I start like this with thumbkins, pinkies, pointers. Today's video today's video is how to know if you're adding drama to your life or if you're sort of keeping things kosher, keeping things stable. So the reason this post exists is because I was talking to a friend and she was like, sometimes I feel like I say things that I don't need to say. And I was like, ding, 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 all the time. I'm sticking my foot in my mouth. And we had this whole conversation about just fueling drama in your life. So, first things first, there are often times, I'll give you my example, where I say so much unnecessary things, not intentionally, but just as a mechanism of habit. I think I saw a mouse. Okay. Anyway. Okay, sorry about that. So, there are things that I just say. So, like in a conversation, I will fill space sometimes. And it's not even conscious and it's not even intentional. But after I say it, I'll have the thought, it didn't really need to be said. Okay? And I'm just doing this in case there's a mouse there. Okay. And 2 weeks ago, something big happened to me. It was like a big positive thing that happened. And it felt like a big deal to me. And it actually was a really big deal. But I didn't need to. And I ended up telling a couple family members. I told my mom, I told my sister, I told a couple friends of mine. But it wasn't necessary for me to tell them. If I checked in with myself, it wasn't, I felt like I was doing it out of ego. I felt like it was actually a really cool, kind of great thing that happened. And yes, it was a story to tell, but of course, as soon as I told it, then things started, of course, they asked questions. How did this happen? Da 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 da. And I know you guys are probably dying, but I just can't. I can't tell you. It wouldn't be right. But what I will say is, of course, that leads to then questions. It leads to more questions. And I found myself after I told every person, I told maybe 4 or 5 people in my life, close people. This isn't randoms. But I just found myself checking in like, Ishita, you really didn't need to tell everyone. And quite frankly, I don't think you wanted to tell everyone, but it was a really great story and it had a lot of shock value, okay? It did have a lot of shock value. So those 2 examples, saying things to fill space and telling things that were saying that thing that was unnecessary, those are 2 ways to add drama into your life. Another way is to constantly complain, which I never do. I don't complain. I'm not a complainer. Or to think negatively or talk negatively. I don't do that either. And another way is to just gossip and fuel fire for things. So I'll give you another example of this is when my email got hacked and our website got hacked a couple months ago, it was a really hard, shitty time. So much was messed up because I run an online business. So many things got screwed up because of it. Now, initially I freaked out, but after that I had a real choice. And the signal that I kept getting to myself was I could call everyone and freak out. And I cried about it to myself for a few hours, for sure. You better believe I did that. But I had a choice between calling my other friends and going into this whole story and or checking myself and just saying what I needed to say, and then that's all that happened, that transpired on that conversation. I didn't need to go into the tailspin of what I was kind of feeling inside. Okay? That is another way of not adding fuel. So the whole reason this post exists is to look at yourself, and if your life is becoming super emotional, if you have a lot of hard things going on for yourself right now, if you just find yourself questioning yourself a lot or why am I feeling this way? It feels really up and down. Ask yourself if you are actually the one who's adding more drama to places in your life where it doesn't need to be. Okay, I just gave you a few examples, but really just gut check yourself and say, how am I feeling right now? How is my life feeling? Is there ease? Is there some peace of mind? Is there just a sense of relief? Or does it always feel like high, low, this? When things are going even worse in my life, like when my email got hacked and my website got hacked together, thanks hackers. It was a crazy time period. I was also in the middle of a launch. If you can freaking believe that. We were also training a new team member. Anyway, there was also a couple other things that were going on. It was extremely intense. I knew that at that moment in time, me adding any more fuel to the fire by complaining or talking to people about it or crying or this and that wouldn't have helped. So I had to maintain like a ninja. I had to just maintain and say, hold the phone. This can't tailspin any more than it already has. And I had to like really manage that. Okay? Also, if you keep adding to stories in your life and drama and gossip by I'm not saying don't feel emotions, always feel your emotions, but if you keep attaching yourself to outcomes that like you have to talk about it or you have to like gossip or you have to add your 2 cents if you add 2 cents, someone else is going to add 2 cents, then you're going to add, then someone else is going to add, then someone else is going to, then another person. You have to know that that's going to happen. So if you want to mitigate that, mitigate it by not starting it. It's like email. You send an email, you're going to get a response. You don't want a lot of email? Stop sending so much email. Solve certain problems on your own or delegate or whatever it is that you need to do, okay? So there's that. Number 3 is, where are you saying things that you yourself know you don't need to be saying? Like that big thing that happened. Cool story, bruh. Cool story. Maybe I'll tell it 2 months from now in a joke. Maybe I'll tell it when we're all out. I don't need to be making that my Monday night conversation with 4 of my different friends. It's just not necessary. I don't need to be talking to my mom about it. I don't need to be like adding to that, okay? So check yourself. Your body, your mind, your intuition are very wise. I don't even need to make a video about this, but we forget it a lot. You yourself know yourself best. Check in with yourself. Your intuition will probably be like, girl, you didn't need to say that. At least that's what my intuition tells me. Ishita, please check yourself. You know. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Okay? So, hopefully your intuition talks to you like that before it talks to you like this. But just check in with yourself, okay? So those few things, which I can't summarize for you right now, but are you adding more drama to your life than is necessary? Are you being the drama queen? Be a queen. Do not be a drama queen, okay? So check yourself. Thank you for watching. Can't make these without you. Like this video down below. Subscribe if you want more of this. So lame. And always share this. Please, don't watch one video without hitting share for someone else who needs to hear this. You know me, I do it every video. I'm a huge advocate of sharing the shit out of something that helps you. If you're watching, if you took 9 minutes, shortest video. If you took 9 minutes out of your day to watch it, obviously you want to watch it to help yourself. Do the same for someone else, okay? Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Bye. Wow, I'm doing crazy eyes at you guys.